Yes, sir. Luck is in the building. Welcome back. Thought I was gone, but I never left. I was next door, chilling. You know me. I think, did my title catch some of y'all a little off guard? Oh, y'all gotta hear that ice shake. You're gonna hear a lot of ice shaking in this one. As I sip on this adult beverage, cooling on a Friday. You know how we do. But the $1 million question is, am I going to tell the story to match the title? I don't know. Maybe I'm just on some jerk asshole stuff, movement. And I just want to try to just tune in and see if I was actually going to tell the actual story. Maybe it is a story. Maybe it's nothing at all. Maybe it's paper or plastic. Who knows at this point what it might happen. But I got you here, so let's roll with it. A little bit of everything podcast. Luck is in the building. The real is back and all that old good shit going on, man. How y'all doing, man? I'm just chilling, living life. You know what? I ain't even going to start with my birthday month and tell you how much of a winning streak I've been on in life. I ain't going to give you none of the good stuff yet. We're going to get to something. Now, let me tell you something. I had a topic, right, along the lines of doing what's right or wrong, even when you're in your feelings, right? So like some people, men and women, but I'm going to really get on a women case with this one because of something that transpired with somebody in the last 24 hours or so. You be so in your feelings that you don't do the right thing. For example, like when somebody died. Now, the Lord sent this to me because it got to be. Because I've been sitting on this for a minute. But, so the dude, Kevin Samuel, dies, right? And I know a lot of women ain't too particular of bruh's philosophies when it comes to women, right? And I ain't gonna hold you. Like 85% of the shit that the nigga was saying, I thought it was complete nonsense. You feel me? But some of the stuff he was saying about men and women and relationships and stuff is true. But people only picking society. People just pick and choose what they want to listen to, what they want to be mad at. You could say 10 words and 8 of those 10 words was nothing wrong with them, but people will pick out 2 of them and have the biggest issue in the world with just them 2 words. And society is so simple right now. The 2 words could be the and people be mad as shit. Why did he place them there? Why did he say it like that? Why did she do? Shit is wild. Ice in my styrofoam. But boom, the rumor spreads yesterday that he dies. Nobody really was for sure, but the rumor spreads yesterday that he dies, and women just were celebrating this man dying. You feel me? Like celebrating it, which is crazy to me. Like, and this is why the topic came in. In my mind, I got the topic probably like a month ago. I just ain't got a chance to make a podcast off it. But you are so in your bag about something somebody said to you or did to you or didn't even. Most of the stuff that man was probably saying didn't apply to a majority of women. But they were so in their bag about what he said and so frustrated that he said it and so mad and so pissed that when he died, they was happy about it. Joy. Who celebrates somebody dying? Like, in all honesty. Like, there's something wrong with that. Completely. You know what I mean? I know. I don't think listen. Outside of doing something to children or old people, I don't really think anybody deserves to die. Like, you feel me? Like, you could be beefing with niggas, beefing with your bro, hate each other, hate friends, hate family members. You don't never want nobody to die or celebrate when they die. Ain't no coming back from that. It's over. It's done. So why would you ever celebrate that or be happy about that? You could feel how you feel about somebody. Y'all was going through whatever y'all was going through. Cool. But the celebration of somebody passing is weird, wild, insane, up out of here, stupid, whatever acronym word or whatever you want to use. Like, we cannot be this petty as a society. Like, it can't be this deep. I mean, it is this deep because I should have known this was coming though. Because maybe about 2014, 13, people were inspired. People would see somebody be petty and say out loud, I inspire to be that petty. Like, what are we really doing here? Like, we are all human. We all fuck up. We all make mistakes. But you can't be in your bag so hard on somebody that you just are happy when bad things happen to them. Like, that is crazy. That is crazy. And from the little whatever I read, I don't know how real it is, but allegedly they're making it seem like he was with a woman and basically had like a heart attack or somewhere along that lines. Like that's some form of karma. Oh, he was talking bad about women, so he died while fucking with a woman. Like that's karma to y'all. Wouldn't that, unless she killed him, then maybe that's some form of karma. Like I don't even really believe in karma all like that. I mean, like people really think karma is like the end all be all to everything. But like a lot of stuff just happens. It's just bad coincidences. It's just bad moments in life. People die. It's most of the time it's a bad moment in life. But it's really sad to see how many people was actually happy. Some men was talking shit about it too, like, you feel me? But the women, the female species, as I like to call y'all, was just really in their bag with it. Like, it was just wild to see people just, I don't know, man. We live in a fucked up world, man. But in any event, dude died. And like I said, I wasn't a fan of a lot of the shit he was saying. Although he was dead ass serious. You know, in this era, people would just kind of just say shit just to, if it's controversial, you know it's going to sell. You feel me? That's what sells. Death and controversy. Not being real, not being the best, not being the greatest. Death and controversy. Even if you involved around somebody that dies, the controversy of that is going to boost you. Like, that's just how the game goes, unfortunately, incredibly. But, yeah, that's where we at with it. And, shit, I might as well just get, like, you really got to be bigger than your feelings. Like, you have to be. There is no other explanation for it. If you got to be bigger than your feelings. You got to be able to step. Listen, I just fucked up shit to some women in this world. You know what I'm saying? Hurt some feelings, stepped on some toes, promises I ain't kept, things of that nature. You feel me? And I'm old enough now to realize what I was doing. You know? Even though I was being real honest about a lot of stuff, it was probably the way I was spinning it to be in my favor. You know what I'm saying? But some women have gotten over some of the things, especially now that I'm, you know, we older, we get to talk. Like I'm very open with a lot of my old flings and exes about some of the things I used to do. And it wasn't even just on some wild player shit. Like, I just was doing what I wanted to do. Like, I still do what I want to do, but at least now I feel like I'm more, maybe I just understand myself a little bit better now. Like, I just know what I'm doing and where I want to be and where I'm going in my journey right now. Because I got things that I want to do. And I've gotten rid of a lot of baggage and things that I no longer got to deal with or work around with or nothing like that. But, you know, even with me, like, you got to be bigger than your feelings. I got an ex that's done some wild, disrespectful shit recently, too. And you know, like, I could definitely, and it ain't the first time that she did some shit like this to me neither, but I could definitely just petty shit. Just be on some petty shit. Knowing she down bad, knowing she going through it. Like, just jump on the bandwagon and talk shit. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not that nigga, bruh. Like, I'm a spiteful nigga. I used to be a real spiteful nigga. I wouldn't say petty. Maybe they cousins, but I was a real spiteful nigga. Like, I would hold a grudge. I would forgive at one point. At some point, I would probably forgive. Definitely wouldn't forget, but like, I don't have enough energy for that shit no more. Like I said, life has been good. Like, a nigga on the road, bro. I had a hell of a birthday month. Like, a nigga just been rolling. Like, the last, like, 60 days. Like, yeah, like 60 days. Like, March and April. Like, all of both have just been good. You know what I'm saying? And, like, I don't want to, you know, throw my thing off because I'm trying to be worried about whatever somebody else doing or try to laugh at somebody else downfall. Like, fuck them, nigga. I'm on my thing right now. Like, you feel me? I'm in my lane. I'm on cruise control. Highways ain't behind me. Ain't no traffic around me. Like, I'm just doing my thing, man. You know what I'm saying? So, it's a good vibe. So, while we still on this, because it's all in the same little circle of life thing I'm on right now. And this one I'm finna say to you, listen, I'm saying this. I ain't trying to knock nobody. I'm not hating on nobody. I'm just giving my opinion about this, all right? I told you I'm going to hear this ice today. So we all doing podcasts now? Like, all of us? Like, everybody is doing one now. You know what I'm saying? When I got in this in 2018, 4 years ago, the end of March, like a week before my birthday. I believe the 30th or the 31st, March 31st, 31st was my first podcast. When I got into this 4 years ago, you feel me? It wasn't many. And the crazy part is, I've told the story on here a long time ago about my homegirl Teresa, who had a podcast back in like 2000. I want to say like, I really want to say 10. But it may have been maybe around 12. It probably was 10. Anyway, she had one a while, long before I even thought about getting one. And she tried to leave me hers. Like, you feel me? Like, I could have been. And she was on it when it was in its infant stages. You know what I'm saying? Even when I got into it, it really wasn't like popping popular like that. But you know what this nigga 2 Chainz said, which was crazy to me? Nigga 2 Chainz said, yo, iPhone already came with that podcast app years ago. Not when you first got an iPhone, it already had that on there. Like, it's been around forever. But now it seems like everybody is doing one. And like, again, I don't have no problem with you doing one. I had an idea with mine to branch it out to certain people where it would still be like my podcast, but I would let other people host it and do their thing and get their shit out. And not everybody wanted to do it. That was cool. That was fine. But it's a platform, right? And a podcast is a platform to be as messy as you want, or as brilliant as you want, intuitive, destructive. Like, you can go a lot of ways with a podcast if you really want to. And we see so many clips on the internet of people being out of pocket on a podcast that I think people being out of pocket or unreasonably. Hold on one second. I'm trying to plug this computer up. People go out of their way to be messy or out of pocket or gossip. Even men. Like, and that's the craziest part to me. Like, men can sit up here and just talk about sports and movies and all of that, yada, yada, yada. But they'll find a way to be messy with that. Men will really sit up there and talk bad about another hooper's personal life. Like, what the fuck that got to do with anything about anything about anything? If you're going to start a podcast, in my personal opinion, have something to really talk about. Don't get on here trying to air out your baby mama, trying to air out one of your ex-partners, air out your ex-girlfriend, air out co-workers. Like, I've mastered in my 4 years of this, of being able to tell a story about something sometimes without being a person even knowing I'm telling a story about them as they listening to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are ways to be discreet without throwing people under the bus and play. One of the funniest ones for me, when I first started this back in 2018, I got an ex who ultimately ended up starting a podcast, but she wanted to, she was like, oh yeah, let me get on your podcast. Like, we could talk about, this, that, and the other. I'm like, it's Gucci. Like, we could set up a date. So we started kind of like hashing out dates, and she was like, yeah, like, I don't remember verbatim exactly what she said, but she basically told me, yeah, I got some things to say about my baby daddy, and I need to air this nigga out. I was instantly off it. And this was back when I was trying to get people to listen. This is like summer 2018, when I was just starting, and I was trying to get people to listen. And I was really out there, pushing the podcast and DMing and telling people, and you feel me? Like, and I probably could have did that and probably got some good numbers. Probably hit YouTube, recorded it and all. I could have did all of that. But that ain't me. Like, that's not my vibe. Like I'm a solid dude. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to throw you under the bus to make me be better. Like, I don't need to do that shit. I'm one of the best niggas, not one of your ex niggas. So I just didn't feel the need, to do that at that time. But that's the lane right now. Like, you could say the most up, like, even with Kevin Samuel, like, his lane was as disrespectful or as borderline disrespectful as I could be to get views. Just like they had the girl on there, the little young girl. I know a lot of y'all done seen it. Talking about she can't date a nigga with a job on somebody else's podcast. Like, who? What? Like, what are you talking about? You can't date it. You gotta be fucking with a scammer or a drug dealer. Even a business owner, that's pretty much his job. Like, even if they got somebody that's hands-on, if you got somebody that's under him that's handling all the business affairs, he still ain't no business owner just on vacation all year. Like, he just got a townhouse in Hawaii. He just handle business out there 365 days a week, 365 days a year. Like, you got to get hands on. You got to go in. You got to do your business. But, like, that's just nonsense. And that's probably what her thinking is at the time. But nonsense is easy to spread, but it really is. Like, this social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Snap, whatever y'all use, like, it's probably the greatest bad thing we've ever had in our lives. Like, in all honesty, like, the greatest bad thing ever, because you can find out so much so fast, but you can see everybody's opinion on that matter too. And that's what makes it, like, that's the great thing. If I want to know if something happened to Kyrie Irving at 1 p.m., right? I can get on Twitter, and by 1:05, I can know about it. Before ESPN and before whoever the hell else, Fox Sports, all that. I can know about it. If he injured, I can know about it. The problem with that is, that's the great thing. The bad thing about it is, I get to see everybody's opinion on it and how they take shots and talk shit about them. Like, I could do without that, but you can't avoid it though. Like, you really can't. Like, it's part of the monster. It's part of the machine. Even if you try to, ice. even if you try to avoid it, you still gonna see it. Like, you can't get past it. Like, it's wild, but like I said, it's the greatest bad thing we could ever have gotten. And now, you kind of hooked on it. But, like, for me, like, and I'm going to keep it a buck. Like, I rarely get on Facebook. If 10 was the most and 0 was the least, I'm on Facebook like 2 out of 10. If Instagram is on Instagram, if 10 is the most and 0 is the least, I'm probably about a 5 maybe. On Twitter, I ain't been on Snapchat. I can't tell you how long. On Twitter, I'm like a 7, but it's mostly because I could just see what's going on real quick. You feel me? And I'm only on there mostly for sports. Like, it's a lot of gossip and shit and all kind of other. I get on there and talk a little shit, throw a few lugs, and then I'm gone. Like, I don't need to sit on nothing all day and just scroll that shit. I don't need to come home from work and cut the TV on and just sit on the couch and scroll through social media. Like, I'm good. I don't want to do that. I can watch a show or something. I can find something player to do with my time other than doing that. But, yeah, though, the greatest bad thing, man, it really is what it is. But if you do start a podcast, just be genuine with your shit, man. Don't be a flash in the pan where the only way you're going to keep it popping is if you be messy. Like, don't be that guy or that girl. Don't do that. Have some real shit to talk about. And people going to fuck with you. I got people who hit me talking about dropping podcasts. And I drop one like every month or every other month. Like they know I'm going to say some real shit. I'm not going to be on here on no clown shit. I don't got time for that. That's not my business plan to be on some clown shit. That's not my time. Or I'm going to just go ahead and just drop it for you right now. Real quick while you still here. Since I know y'all waiting on it. I have never had a pair of panties on the windshield. Hey, that would be some wild shit, though. Now, I have found a girl panties in the back of my car before. So, you know what we was in there doing. But nah, I ain't never had that. Could you imagine coming out to your car, nigga, and it's a pair of drawers on the windshield wipers? Like, nigga, that's some wild shit right there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, though. No, I ain't never had that, man. I ain't even gonna perp with y'all. But it was a clever tool. It caught your attention. So, you know, I ain't gonna always do that to get your attention. But I might, though. But normally, you know me, I normally got a sick ass story to go with some shit. Like, I don't like faking the funk to get you. But nah, I ain't never had that, man. That would be yeah. Okay, so here's one, right? Let me hit this drink before I do this one, because this is a pretty funny one. The word real, right? Men always say they real niggas. Women will tell you they're a real bitch and shit like that. Things of that nature. But the word real is subjective, though. And let me tell you why. How real I may be with my friends, to them, so real and thorough and honest, and the woman over here might not feel like that at all. So she might see a post talking about, oh, my real nigga. Like, this nigga ain't real? Like, what the fuck is you talking about? I mean, you know, spouses, maybe not even spouses, just women or men that you lay up with or talk to when you butt naked. It's just you, them, and God. Like, you really want to know somebody? Let me tell you something. You know who really know men? God's honest truth. You want to know a woman after she give a nigga some pussy and they get to just lay there and either talk or they snuggled up for the weekend or whatever the case may be. they really know who this man is or woman is. You feel me? I guess it's like the post-nut vulnerability. Is that the theory that we gonna roll with right here? Like, they know who you are. And I don't want to make it sound like I'm calling some shit pillow talking, because pillow talking is really just gossiping about your other people. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you really just sitting there airing somebody out. Now, you may have discussions about things when you laying there talking, shit that's on your mind. But I'm talking about, like, telling the nigga full-fledged business and how he did this and he was afraid of that and the bitch did this and the bitch he and ha she taking it all in. Like, oh, we nigga, yo niggas. Like, it's a thin line between pillow talking and expressing yourself about how you feel about something to somebody. Like, it's a extreme paper thin, toothpick floss thin line between, I'm just telling you all this nigga business, and I really just feel like we could have did it this way, or it could have went that, I guess. Oh, nigga, sheesh. So, and you got to catch yourself. And again, it's the vulnerable moment. As a man, I'm telling y'all, it's a vulnerable moment where you just be laying there, dick small now, you busted a nut, you all comfortable, the drink that kicked in, the edible that kicked in, you feel me, you just laying there vibing or whatever the fuck may be, the weed may kick it, if you do coke, you don't coke, you feel me, you snort heroin, you don't heroin, you're naked, you partying, Rick James party, as my cousin like to call it, you vibed out, you feel me, and you just, you talking back and forth, you gotta know how far to go. Cause you might be dealing with the wrong bitch, nigga. Then next thing you know, you and the bitch get into it. Now she telling you said the nigga. Oh, damn, bitch, you wasn't supposed to say that out loud. Like, I was confidential information. But that's why I'm saying real is subjective. You may go over the moon for your nigga. You feel me? And you might dog your girlfriend out. She not gonna feel it like you real. You feel me? And people equate real with so many, like, real is like, I can't even find a word to really describe what I'm trying to say, but it's like, the word real is like a fruit. Hopefully this makes sense because I'm finna say it anyway. It's like a fruit, right? The word real is like a fruit. It's so many different categories of fruit, right? Like a tomato is a fucking fruit. Like, it's so many different categories of fruit. Oranges, bananas, tomatoes. What was the thing I was just thinking about? I said this shit one time when I was a nigga. I feel like the smartest nigga on earth. I don't even know where the fuck I got it from. It said, oh, I can't remember it. Damn, I can't remember. It was something along the lines of, like, saying, like, intelligence is knowing that a tomato is a fruit, but knowledge is knowing not putting a tomato in a fruit salad. Some player ass shit like that. I don't know where the hell I got it from. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Real is fucking, it's like it could take on many different shapes and forms depending on who talking about it, or who dealing with it, or who looking at it. You know what I'm saying? So I might think that my nigga, the realest nigga on earth, man, this nigga come through for me, take care of his kids, got his job, got his car. You feel me? We talk about real shit. We open with each other. Baby over here might feel completely different about this nigga. Real? What? That nigga real? You thought that nigga was real, nigga. Thought that nigga was real. It's subjective. And men can say the same thing about women too. When niggas say how real they broad is, and the nigga be like, this bitch? That was her? Her right here? We talking about the same woman here, right? Like, it's subjective. So, that's why I try to use different words like solid and thorough. Because real is one of them. What's the opposite of real, nigga? Fake. There's no other side to it. Either you're real or you're fake. So if you you put the real crown on, you're gonna come off you fake. Now, if I tell you I'm solid or I'm thorough, you feel me? That leaves it open to flaws. You know what I'm saying? Like you can see I'm flawed somewhere. Excuse me. Like I'm flawed somewhere. Like this nigga ain't perfect. And I'm not. But nobody is. Nobody is. But if it's real, if you got a real Gucci bag on, that motherfucker perfect, right? Right around. You got a real Louis Vuitton red bottoms on. Them is immaculate, nigga. Them ain't no blemishes. There's nothing fake on them. I'm just saying, it's subjective. You got to pick and choose your spots, how you want to use it. If it's really the right words to be saying at the time to be saying it. But I've been spun off the word, oh, I'm a real nigga. Ever since people started equating having money to being real. Having money do not make you real, nigga. Not at all. Not even close. Not even on a bad day. It don't. Not even on a good day. Nothing about money makes you real. Nothing. I don't care how much you spend, how much you get, how much you got, how much you lost. Nothing about it makes you real. But when you do for people, they consider that being real. I don't think that's real. I think that's thoughtful. But I don't mean it's real, nigga. Like, just my take. All right. So me and my mama had this. I wouldn't call it an argument. It was a nice little. It was a pretty thorough debate, and she wants to go to Hawaii into the summer, early fall. With me, her, and my brother, and this Gucci, we going one way or another. We going. So to my mom, a vacation is 7 to 10 days. That's a vacation to her. To my brother, he's somewhere in the 5 to 7 day range. And me, we talking about like a real vacation, like beaches and shit, not like Vegas. To me, I think a vacation is like 4 to 5 days. And so we kind of start breaking it down, me and her. I don't really know how my brother really feel too much. I just know how many days he like. So we kind of started breaking it down. She was like, well, yeah, you need a day to travel. I agree with. Day to travel back, I agree with. And then, a day to just chill on the beach and wine taste and sit, shop and, a bunch of things. And as she's saying all this to me, I'm like, we can do all of that in 4 days. Like, when I went to Jamaica, we landed that day. We didn't do nothing. We just kicked it around the resort. Next day, we was gone all day. Day 2, we was gone all day. Day 3, we was gone all day. Day 4, we just kicked it. You feel me? Then day 5, we left. So you can do, and I'm telling like, well, I like to do activities and shit. Swan diving and snorkeling and wrestling bears and shit like that. Like, I like to do stuff. And she was like, oh, yeah, I don't really like to do all that. I'm like, but that's part of you should have an itinerary of stuff you want to do when you're going somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But my mom was an OG. Like when she went to Greece, she was with the Greece for it was like 10 days. She was gone for like 10 days. Actually, my mama did some player shit one time. My mama went from, I don't think she went to Paris. It was Greece, Rome, and it was one other place. And she was gone for like 3 weeks. And it was just some luxurious baller shit. But she just did, like, in a 3-week span, 3 different cities. Like, you going to do a lot of stuff. I understand that. But if we're going to Hawaii, if we're going to leave for Hawaii, let's just say we land in Hawaii Monday. So we travel Sunday, we land Monday. We travel Sunday, we land Sunday. So Monday, we can go, shopping and see everything and all that. Tuesday, we can kick it on the beach all day. Wednesday, we can go do some activities or shop or eat or whatever. By Thursday, We done damn near did everything. Like, what more do we need to do? Like, I done seen everything. I'd like to, if I'm going out of the country or out of town or whatever, like, we got to hit up, let's make if we got 24 hours in the day, you feel me? Let's sleep our 6, 7, and let's move around for about, 12, 13, 14 of them. Like, let's get out here and, enjoy this shit. You know what I mean? Like, Hawaii, I'm sitting on the beach today. I don't give a damn. Drinks, beach, water, bikinis. Nigga, I'm chilling. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with doing it more than one day. But we going to have to move around. So, we have initially agreed on 5 days. 1 travel day, and then 4 days. And then, because it's like I was trying to tell you, it's a little difficult for me to get off work for extended periods of time at Kaiser. Like, it's just not, they don't run it like you put in 10 vacation days and you fucking get them. Like, it ain't that easy with them. Them days, some greedy niggas. They need you there to make them their money. But it was an interesting conversation. I know a lot of y'all gonna listen to this. And shout out to the people who text me or DM me as they listen. And I love that shit. That shit is dope to me. But we gonna see how it work out though. We going though, one way or another. It don't matter to me. I'm going. We going. I ain't been to Hawaii in about 6 years now, 6, 7 years now. So y'all for sure gotta make Hawaii happen this year. So before I tear up out of here, nigga B-Day just passed, turned 39. Didn't do nothing too spectacular. I'm gonna do something spectacular for my 40th next year though, but nigga gonna do nothing too spectacular, man. I like to let me tell y'all this. And I had to tell my cousin this. Mel. Shout out my nigga Mel. Y'all know my nigga Mel. Even if y'all don't know him, y'all know him. Cause we was like planning dinners and brunches and shit, and it's when on our birthdays, cause mine's April 6th, April 7th. We bring together so many people to come fuck with us. Like on my birthday, we was like 20 deep. On that nigga birthday, we was like 30 deep. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's an event, and you can't make dinner reservations for 6 or 7 people when we gonna be 15, 16, 17 deep. Like, we gotta find stuff that can have everybody involved. Cause I didn't feel I made dinner reservations for 9 or 10 at this spot I've been trying to get back to, and I had to cancel because nigga, we was 20 deep. I'm not finna tell somebody who got off work early or got somebody to watch their kid or fake they death to get off work or none of that shit. Oh yeah, I only got 9 niggas to go with me up in this spot. I'm not doing that. We're gonna find somewhere we could all go in this motherfucker. And we're gonna all go in this motherfucker. And we did that. My birthday, we was out chilling in the hood. I'm always going back to the hood. I don't give a fuck what's going on. We in there chilling. Boom. We end up going to the bar. Everybody at there. It's lit in the bar already when we get there. We in there drinking, vibing, enjoying life. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? Next day, it's even more of us. So we end up having to go to Dave & Buster's just to have enough space just to accommodate all the people we with. And that's me. Not everybody like that. Not everybody gonna show up back in where they grew up at, and everybody want to fuck with them. I'm not telling nobody they can't come with me somewhere. You feel me? If I'm out of the country or out of the state, that's different. Because I'm only telling a select few, because I only want a select few outside of here. But while we here, if you come in the roll with, chill with your boy, chill with the Bentley, chill with Luck, like we doing it. You feel me? The entourage is always big on the B-Day. It is what it is. It's always been like that. Which is why we used to go out at night, go to clubs. Because everybody could come. You feel me? I can do whatever I want during the day. But everybody could come. I don't feel comfortable telling somebody they can't come, bro. That bothers me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never had nobody do that to me. I ain't never had nobody say, hey, look, well, we got reservations at such and such, but it's 10 of us. You feel me? And you the odd nigga out. Like, nah, I ain't never had that. You know what I'm saying? You always can't make reservations for 10 extra people. So let's go somewhere we can all go. You know what I'm saying? That's why we have so many bowling birthdays. Like, everybody can go bowling. It's all about fucking with the people, bro. That's really all it's about. And then I went to San Diego after. I love San Diego. San Diego was hella fun. Reminded me of a mix of San Francisco and San Jose. You feel me? Because it's on the water, but then they got hella bars and shit like San Jose do. Shit was lit. I'm trying to get back down there in July to go to a Giants game. Hopefully I can make it wiggle and shake. But hell yeah, man. Like, great month, man. Great 2 months, man. Partying and fucking with my guys and family. And, you know, it's good times, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm enjoying this shit. You know, we don't get to go on a good run like this all the time. I'm pretty sure it's going to be some lows. I'm riding high now. It's going to be a couple lows coming soon. But while I got it, nigga, let me be great. Nigga, I'm rolling with it. You feel me? It's all good, though. But yeah, man. A little bit of everything podcast. Sorry I didn't have no panties on the windshield story for y'all. I love y'all, man. Tell a friend. You feel me? Everybody, man. A little bit of everything podcast. I try not to cuss too much. Try not to say too many words I shouldn't be saying. I don't want to throw nobody off, having afraid to listen to a nigga and all that. But, yeah. I'll holler at y'all on the flip side. Peace.